Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Payne.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The running back has it. Powers through the defender. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Really good-looking run. You think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Keelan Russell. Under pressure. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. You throw it away and live to play another day.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Firing deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
No good. After the miss, no change in the score.
And, man, this one getting off to a slow start, trying to get some points on the board, and the dreaded doink. And listen, points at a premium right now because nobody scored. But, man, that was inches away from being really good. We're still tied 0-0.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we're running. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Hits inside, it's Johnson. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
They're going to go to the air on third and short. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
How about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Looking for the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down, no matter what. If I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Out wide left, it's Moore. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And he's not going to be able to convert. Knocked down just inches shy of the first down.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You throw in the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Shakes off the defender. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Rides to the back. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Out wide right, it's Edwards. Ripping through the defense. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Russell. Grabbed behind the line. It's Payne. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Straight ahead, it's Payne. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Direct snap. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Right side, it's Burrows. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. New set of downs after the completion. Quick give. It's Johnson. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Clemson jumps to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Clemson Tide. And what a turn
Well, the QB was trying to throw it to his running back behind the line of scrimmage. He never saw the defender. That was as easy a pick six as that guy is ever going to score.
And they tacked on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
You know, that's a great job by the receiver on that curl route. There's a lot of receivers that finish the route and they just stop. And that allows the DB to close the gap and then knock the ball away. Nice job by that receiver continuing to come back to his QB.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Fires to the big fella. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Second down, gonna throw it. Got the quick pass. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Lots of running room. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And this offense runs the option. They didn't need the option. The quarterback does a great job understanding that what the defense is trying to do. He's got space. He takes it. Why pitch it when I don't have to? Makes the big, long, explosive touchdown play for this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tide ready to roll on offense. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Throwing Russell. He'll take the deep shot. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. 1st and 10 from the 24. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field.
Touchdown time! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This really has been a tale of 2 quarters for this offense. They were shut out in the first quarter, and they've been lighting the scoreboard up in the second. Give this offensive coordinator some credit. He found a rhythm. He was able to get this offense churning big plays out one after another, and right now they are playing with tons of confidence.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Running inside, it's Johnson. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Wide receiver going in motion. The run inside. It's Johnson. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front seven are flying around, getting to the ball.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back has it. He's past the sticks. He now has 53 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. Right back to the well. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Keelan Russell fires to the tight end. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
There used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to him and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. From the gun, it's Johnson. Nice move to pick up yardage. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's lead off with the Nevada Wolfpack taking on the Troy Trojans. And it's the Wolfpack looking to win their home opener. They haven't had a ton of success with that in recent years, but they've got the lead right now in the first half. Let's take a look at some of the other notable games going on, including one that looks like it could be headed towards Upset City.
He's changing the play. Russell. Out wide right, it's Edwards. Picks up the first down, and he might have a little extra. That looked like it'll be roughing the passer. They'll take the penalty and move them back. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's fourth down.
Now, fourth down.
They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time. The Tide with the 1st and 10. They'll give it on the counter. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Shows him the stiff arm. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Running it to the right. Nice move there. He's up to 81 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you've got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell. Fires into the end zone, incomplete.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Right side, it's Wesco. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Clemson is quick to the line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready.
He's looking deep. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Tigers! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. He'll set up to throw. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Number 81, set to kick off.
From deep, it's Brown. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Looking down the middle. It's caught downfield. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And listen, there's different degrees of open, but in college football, that's open. When your receiver has a step on the guy, man, those are the ones you feel like you should complete most of the time, and he just overthrew that one.
Throwing Russell. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Russell from the gun on third down. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Bama! And the stomping has commenced. PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll give it to Johnson. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. And the Tigers will hustle to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Out wide right, it's Wesco. There he goes. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Gets rid of it. And the pass is incomplete. It's the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a second down play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Right back to it. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be 4th down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll try the left side. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Complete. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's what...
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
Breaks into the open. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. From the gun. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. He's piled up 97 yards rushing, and he's making his presence felt in this first game. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows...
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Right side, it's Burrows. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. Clemson jumps to the line.
I'll tell you, you've got to give this defense credit. That was only his second catch of the game. He came into this as one of the best receivers in all of college football, but this defense had a plan. They have shut him down. They have limited him, and that's why they're winning right now.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. You got to make something happen fast.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Nice move to keep running.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Fires to the tight end. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
He's got enough. Turning it on. He's finally herded out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. It'll look good on the stat sheet, and that's about it, as this one's almost in the books. Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
right there. Clemson is quick to the line. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Looking to get it in. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
He's into the end zone for the 2, and he makes it a 3-possession game.
Clemson, 21.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And they'll take a knee on 4th down, happy with their performance so far, and they'll turn it over in the waning moments. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the